Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mahira. I'm 13 years old. I lived in Egypt for most of my life. That's where I was born. And then I moved to Dubai here when my dad got a new job. And well, at first it was hard, but I've adapted to it now. And I think it was like a really good change for me. My passions, I really enjoy acting. I've been doing it since before I can remember. And yeah, I do acting now. I'm really focused on it at the moment. Like when I can keep my grades stable and my knowledge and everything, when I have everything balanced, I think that's what most important to me.
Okay. Can you share a moment where someone deeply impacted your life?
So when I was in the 6th grade 2 years ago, I had this teacher, okay? Her name was Miss Lucy, and she was really strict. I mean, like everyone hated her kind of strict. Nobody really knew why she was the way she was, but everybody tried not to mess around with her. Now, picture this, science fair. Everybody's going crazy trying to win the top prize. Everyone's focused on their experiments, fixing their boards, whatever you do in a science fair. Now, I'm just sitting around waiting for this thing to end when all of a sudden my heart starts beating really fast and I can't breathe anymore. It felt like the world was going to end. And to my surprise, the nearest person around me was Miss Lucy. I couldn't tell my friends because they were too busy gossiping with each other. And I know she was my only option. So I tapped her on the shoulder and I poorly explained to her what was going on. And immediately this kind of spark came in her eyes. I'd never seen it before because she was always so mean around everyone, but her face had like changed. It was a different Miss Lucy. She got back into action. She carried me to the nurse while I was fainting. And luckily, I got all back to health. But that moment changed the way I saw her. A few days later, I went to talk with her, and she was back to being old Miss Lucy again. Never really understood why she acted that way. Till she told me about her son. He was 7 years old, and he had a ton of health problems. From the start, she knew that she needed to put all her energy towards helping him. And I realized that's what she truly cared about. Miss Lucy wasn't this old, mean teacher. She was someone who really cared. Someone who would do anything for her students. I'm never going to forget how she acted that way.
Okay. What's the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for you?
About a week ago, I was at a running competition with my school. 200 girls. It was insane. And I was just trying to have some fun, be healthy. You know, new year, new me. Now, it's the end of the race. I'm exhausted. And I'm so happy that this thing is finally over. Until I got bombarded with about 60 girls chasing in front of me, racing to the finish line. I trip over and I fall face forward onto the floor. I plummet and I was going to die of embarrassment until when I thought I was going to be last, this girl from a random school, she turned around, she picked me up. I don't know why she did it. She just wanted to do something nice for someone. And I'm happy that person was me. She picked me up and together we ran to the finish line, or limped. Pretty sure we were last, but in my head, we won together.
Amazing. Really. Who was the angel or who influenced your life?
In my entire life, I would have to say my cousin. I mean, growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends because I was really introverted. I wouldn't talk to a lot of people. But I think my cousin was this like built-in best friend. I didn't have to go up to her and ask her for her help. She was just there for me. And it was really fun to have her support until I moved. But every year when I go back to Egypt in the summer to visit her, I always remember of our childhood.
Okay. What do you think AI is missing today?
Now, AI is a thing for me where it'll be my biggest supporter and what I really need when I'm missing down on homework. Like when I have a project to complete and I didn't really have a lot of time that week. But what people forget about AI is it can't replace all of the things that humans do every day. Art, history, English, writing. Those are the things that AI can never replace. But it'll always be here for us to help us with like English, math, all the stuff we really do need help with. Chores, lists, that type of stuff. I think what we need is for AI to stop replacing our human emotions. Things like acting, art, paintings, those can never be replaced by AI because they are created with human feeling. That's what AI lacks, emotion.
Okay. Which value has shaped you the most and why?
I think empathy. I wouldn't be the person who I am today without remembering others. When I think about others and what they feel like, it upsets me. But without that worry and care I have for the people that support me and love me, I wouldn't be how kind I am right now. If I didn't know what people were feeling like every day, if I didn't step into their shoes, then I wouldn't help them as much as I do.
Very nice. If you had 300 years to live, what would you stop worrying about?
300 years. That's kind of insane, but I think I would stop being a people pleaser. I'm always worrying about making people happy. But if I had 300 years to live, at some point I would upset someone and I wouldn't be able to change that. I think I would sit down and realize that I should start thinking about myself sometimes, not what every single person on the earth thinks.
Very well said. If AI could adopt one human virtue, which should it be?
Definitely feelings, emotion, empathy. AI should be able to feel what we feel. And if it can't, then it shouldn't be able to replace the things that humans feel.
Okay.
If AI has no emotion, then what's the point of using it to replace human things?
Okay. Thank you, Mahira, for joining us today here.
Thank you
It was
for
nice
inviting
talking to
me.
you.
Nice to
Have a
talk
good
to
day.
you too. Thank you.